Hello, my name is Jeremy Beckham, and I was wanting to present my lesson plan project that is going to cover the water cycle. In looking at the lesson plan template, you can see that the timeline for this lesson is going to be about 6 days, and I have broken down each day in the overview section for anybody else who might have to teach this lesson, or if I had a substitute, they could take care of everything. It's got the intro, the discussion, and the links are below, and then of course all the technology that we use. I also did a Google slideshow that goes hand in hand with this, which I will show you now. As you can see here, here's the introductory activity or videos that I used. I used a rap song, which the kids really like. They always want me to play it over and over. Here's a little informational video, vocabulary, and then they'll get to their first activity, which is the water cycle foldable. And I have put everything in here for the students to easily figure out how to fold, how to cut. You're still going to have to demonstrate this. Here's what goes on the outside, and they'll copy that, and then here's what goes on the inside, and again, it's very easy to follow. You could differentiate here by having this on a cutout where some students could cut and glue if they're really slow writers and have trouble keeping up, or EL students also would benefit from that. Moving on down the lesson plan, here's the Nearpod activity they would do. It's an interactive lesson plan, and I'll show all this stuff in a second. I was just going to finish showing the slideshow first here. When they get done with that, they'll do their own Google drawings of the water cycle. There's a Quizlet that's built into the Canvas, as everything's linked to Canvas as well, so they can get to it easily from there. And then they'll finish up with a 10-question booklet that they will host and play with each other, and then share the final product with me, and then I'll merge it into a single document where we can play as a whole group. Here's just a little overview of the Nearpod. You can see these are pretty cool lessons. They're built into Nearpod. You can just pull them out, edit them, make them your own, or you can use what they have there if you really like the stuff they've already done. So they've got essential questions in there. They have polls they already have set up. As you can see, there's a before and after poll to ask you how much you understand about the water cycle. They got places you can post little cards. I think that's on slide 9 here, I think, where you can post your thoughts. They got video, right here. It's like a cork board, and you can post your thoughts on there on like a sticky note. But I really like these. They're great lessons and easy to use. And again, they cover a lot of stuff and have a lot of different activities in there. Moving on from there, the Google Drawings. Here's a couple examples that my students did during this lesson. So this is one they presented. They're just doing their own graphic organizers here. And then here's another one that I thought was pretty good. And you can see like they left off runoff, but overall these are pretty well done. So the Quizlet, as I said, I was going to show you this. This is our Canvas application. You can see everything's built into it, easy to follow, links in there, you can get to everything. The Quizlet itself, they have flashcards. These are all built in, and then the matching game is the one we usually do, which they compete against the whole 6th grade, so that's kind of cool for them. And then the final thing they're going to do is the booklet. Let me go back out to the main set right here. But you can see my students did 10, 11, 10, 10, 10. They had to do the questions, and then they share them with me, and then I merged them into a single document, which you can see here. And these are some of the questions they did. Now I've edited this and made it a lot cleaner. And then as we actually have finished the water unit, all the water unit now, we've expanded this to have questions from the entire water unit. So you can kind of see tsunamis and stuff, groundwater that's not part of the water, technically part of the water cycle, but has found its way in here so that we can review everything. And finally, they will finish up with a quiz on Edulastic. Here's a few of the questions. They'll label the water cycle, and then up here you can kind of see some questions that are based on the water cycle. And again, we do throw in some questions from other parts of the water unit as well, but that is most of it. This lesson went pretty well overall. The few things I would change, I would like to get rid of the quiz and find some project-based learning activities for them to do. Just create more student choice as we go throughout the lesson, and then incorporate some labs. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.